Update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say, where's Dashy? Where is Dashy? I moved from the bedroom down to the basement here where I am, and I did so because I couldn't really find a good angle. There was no real seats in the bedroom, so here I am. We're gonna. Oh, what is this? Oh, you look so cute. Sorry. Uh, hang on one second. Not too sunny there. All right. Anyway, I was having a conversation with one of the whales was here, and going over talking about well, we started about a different conversation, but I'll go with Legacy Auto, right? Legacy Auto is like, oh, nothing's ever going to beat Legacy Auto. This is like the perfect. And Legacy Auto, for the most part, was, Ford, Chrysler, Daimler, all these different companies that have been around. Ford's been around for 100 years. I think Ford and Tesla were like the only two companies that did not go bankrupt and did not need a bailout in like 2008, 2009 in that, Great Recession. Ford, however, has like what, 50 something billion in debt on its balance sheet. So it's quite a lot. That being said, what happened? Tesla was only supposed to take a small, tiny part of the electric vehicle market, and nobody thought or cared about electric vehicles. And then what happened? Well, they look really freaking cool. They look really sexy. They look amazing. They look better than. And I'll say this: classic cars used to have style, like 1972 Bisas or 67 Chevy Impala. Oh, favorite car. And then when you have, now cars, they're all like sedans and they look okay, but cars had style back in the day, and Tesla kind of brought back some style. And again, I know this, using this as a metaphor to go into NFTs. NFTs, I feel like, are Legacy Auto for CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Crypto Kitties, Moonbirds, whatever you want to call them. They are 2D JPEGs. They were one way for the entire time. It's always been that way. Nobody ever really thought to do 3D premium digital collectibles. And here comes Veve coming along and be like, no, we want to make the best of the best. So when they go and they make the best of the best, they take a look at they didn't just make, oh, look at this table that's an NFT and it's really cool, or this behind, like, these could be NFTs. They're not. They're real. They're signed and really cool stuff. I should actually do a thing of this whole. I don't know if I have permission to do that. Anyway, it wasn't just like super hyper realistic things of monkeys, which would have been dope. I would have been so down with a Harambe NFT. I still would. A legit licensed one anyway. But, getting the license for these are absolutely insane, and I feel like, yes, Veve is disrupting collectibles in general because you don't have to go and, you don't have to go and get a whole mess of space. I was going over my friend's, 10,000 baseball card inventory. Takes up a decent amount of space in his office. I know he has probably 2,000 collectibles between comics and collectibles, give or take. And those don't take up any space. Maybe a little bit of memory on his phone. And so outside of Veve disrupting the collectibles industry, outside of it disrupting comics, where, again, I don't really know why comic people hate these comics that are licensed from the company, from Marvel or DC. And again, not all of them. And some of them are coming around. 2 years ago, if you were to bring up, oh, comic book NFTs, they would have been like, nope, stuck up your nose at you. And then now, the last Comic Con that I was at in New York, they were like, not really into it, not really my thing. So they've gone from really hating them to really like, okay, like a little indifferent. Even though, all the people that I know that have these digital collectible comic books, maybe a few of them already had comic books already, but I know there's a whole lot of people that did not have any graded comic books that now, because they have the NFTs, want to match their digital ones or physical. So they're disrupting collectibles, they're disrupting comic books, and they're just going to be disrupting NFTs in general. And I know it's like, NFTs are so new. How many people have NFTs in the first place? Well, you have to take a look at how many people are in crypto. I just got too late. Oh, okay. Oh my God. a friend texts me and she's like, oh, I can't be in the sun because of X, Y, and Z. Sends me a picture of her in the sun. I have to text it to her now. I can't go out in the sun. Okay, hold on. Also, here's a pic of me in the sun. Ha 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 ha. Okay, sorry about that. Moving on. Let's take a look at how many people have crypto in general. And let's take a look at, because obviously if you're not into crypto, you don't have NFTs. Like you just don't, because you need it. So Singapore Blockchain AAA estimated that as of 2022, the global crypto ownership rate is around 4.2%, with over 320 million crypto users worldwide. So if we take a look at what is the population, 7.5. All right, let's do this the right way and actually Google it instead of guesstimating here. How many people are on Earth? Well, as of 2021, there were 7.888 billion. Is there a live count? Let's say 8 billion. That's about that. Okay. So if we say 8 billion, and there's 320 million, so it'd have to take 8 billion divided by 320 million. That's 25. Oh no, I'm sorry. You gotta disregard. That is about 4.2%. So when you're looking at that, how many people in crypto have NFTs? Or so how many people have NFTs? Well, there's 12,000 NFT sales take place every day. This is interesting because as of December of 2022, Bankless Times had reported that there were around 10,000 active wallets interacting with NFTs on any given day and around 6,000 unique buyers, meaning that some people have a couple of wallets. But that is obviously extraordinarily conservative because there's more than that in the Veve fam alone. And for a while, NFTs, blah, 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 yada, yada, over the best part. Oh, I mentioned the best. Sorry, I know I say that reference often, but it's a good reference. Seinfeld is such a good show. Oh, finally, a sales kit. Huzzah. Asia has the top 5 nations with the highest NFT adoption rates. More than 70% of Americans have no idea what an NFT is. Oh, Jesus. If we take a look at, and I doubt this is true. I doubt it, but let's say half the people in the world that have crypto have NFTs. Let's say half. And again, it's probably much less than that. But you're looking at 160 million. So take away a couple zeros. Do 8. Jesus. 160 million. 2 zeros. You're looking at about 0.5%. So there is less than 1%. There is 1/2 of 1% of the entire world that have NFTs. It does not matter if 99%. If this poll that is on the thumbnail. Where is it here? Seriously, where's the screenshot? I could have sworn I screenshotted it. Did I not? All right, maybe I'm tripping. Anyway, the thumbnail for this is Sergio Rodriguez saying, "What would you rather have? One CryptoPunk, or 38 partner statues?" And of course, the partner statues. But even if that scale was 99%, you'd buy a CryptoPunk because it's been here for longer. It has nostalgia for some people. It was the first. You have to respect the first. Well, one of the first. Yeah, I get that. There's a couple of arguments to be made that most people in the NFT world knows what a CryptoPunk is. Most people outside of Veve, nobody outside of Veve knows what a partner statue is. Like if you know what Veve is, you know what a partner statue is. And if you don't, then you don't. But again, when you have less than 1/2 of 1% of the, I have my wallet here. Can I? Maybe I don't. I was like, if you have less than 1/2 of 1% of the people in the world that even know what an NFT is or have what an NFT, that's like going like, hey, take a look at this dollar. 1/2 of 1%, you cannot even get into the ink of the dollar. That is how small that is. You could, and I'm not saying 100% of people in the world in our lifetime will have NFTs, although most people will in the future. And again, it's not going to be like collectibles. Oh, I'm going to buy this NFT. It's just going to be, hey, the deed to your house is an NFT. Your gym membership is an NFT. It's not. Most people, if you're a collector, you're going to collect. If you're not, you're not. But most people have NFTs as a matter of convenience in the future, just because that's the way things are going to be done. But there's a lot of people out there. Like, there's so much room to grow. It wouldn't matter if it was one-sided. If it was one-sided and 99% chose the CryptoPunk, again, we the amount of people we could have could double in the NFT space. You would get 1% of the population, and then you'd be able to say, okay, yeah, we have, we would have, and then it could be 50-50 at that point. Why I think this matters is because, again, I've said this before, when you go and you talk to 55-year-olds are probably not going to care about a pixelated Bored Ape, and that's going to seem silly. But they know Mickey Mouse, they know all these actual legacy brands, and that's what I think is going to win. And if that's the case, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility to have a partner statue at a couple $100,000. Because why? Well, people are forgetting that, again, these CryptoPunks are going for so much. All of these NFTs, people they focus on it in ETH. There's no value in dollars to a lot of these people. It's just, oh, how many ETH is it? Okay, and then you'd say, oh, it's 1 ETH. Okay, well, that's nothing. I don't get out of bed for less than 10 ETH. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of these can go to, because again, when you have Ethereum going to 10,000, let's say next bull run, even though I think that by 2030 you see it at a multi-trillion dollar multi-trillion dollar market cap for Ethereum. What's that going to be? What's that going to look like? I mean, how much would ETH be worth? And then I think partner statue going for 10 ETH. If an ETH is, 20K, 30K, 50K, then that's. I mean, will ETH ever be 50K? That seems a little ridiculous, but I think ETH being 10,000 or 20,000 is not outside the realm of possibility. And when something is just 10 ETH, oh, okay, fine, done. Because there's a lot less partner statues than there are CryptoPunks. Or a lot less Secret Rare Spider-Man than there are of any of those. And there's a lot less Secret Rare Miles Morales. I think next bull market, if we're able to trade in ETH or able to use ETH for this, Miles is very possible Miles goes over 100K. I'm almost positive that Secret Rare Spider-Man will do that in general, and again, I don't have Secret Rare Spider-Man, I don't have Secret Rare Miles, and I do not have partners, so not pumping the bags here. I think it's very possible that a bunch of these go to the moon because of how scarce they are. There's over 100,000 first edition Charizards, ranging from ungraded, raw, from PSA 1 to PSA 9. It doesn't matter that to the PSA 10 holders, it doesn't matter to the people that want the PSA 10. It doesn't matter that they want that there's hundreds of thousands of other options out there for them, and that's just first edition. You have shadowless, and then you have unlimited. Again, hundreds of thousands. How many Pokemon cards are there in the world that have been made? Like 50 billion? There's a lot. So when you have so few of something, you want to pay a premium. And again, as of right now, I think I'm one of the only ones that have done a 5-figure crypto deal with Pokemon. 6 figures if you count my trophy Kangaskhan that I did for partially crypto, partial payment, partial whatever. Because deals just aren't done in that. But in the ETH world, it's a lot different. So that's why I think, and I know, and I'm not trying to pump my bags, and I don't have Secret Spider-Man, Miles Morales, or partner statue. I think those three and several others are going to go the heckin' moon. I mean, 6 figures for all 3 of those. Would be 6 figures for like a Todd or Eddie Riso. I mean, maybe it's possible. We'll see. Anyway, I have some comments to get to, but before I get to the comments, I got to message my friend. Oh no, she. All right, we're good. We're good. Chago Solo says, "What up? Yo, what up, Chago Solo? Hope you're doing well." Bill Gar says, "What up? Howdy, howdy." Just says, "The real Big Daddy Chavez." Thank you so much. Potsy Weber says, "What up? Yo, what up, Potsy Weber?" Oh God, where was I? Omar Kasaja says, "Hi, Randy." Oh, what up, Omar? I hope you're doing well. I know you're stacking that Omi. You got this, Fred. You got this. Tyler Owen says, "What do you think about Walt's bottom can potentially be?" I mean, it's possible we already saw it. It's possible we already saw Walt's bottom. What was he at, like 2,400, give or take? Yeah, I think it was like 2,400. He might have even been lower, and then he reached over 4K again. What is he going to be now? I haven't checked. I'll check right now for you. Star Wars. Nope. Brands. We're going to go to. Actually, I should have used the search function. Excuse me, the search function. I didn't because I'm already here, but we'll take a look. See now. 99 on the market. Okay, now he's down to 3,500. Like I said, I think we've already hit bottom for Walt. Can he go down another $1,000? Yeah, it's possible. But I mean, there was a lot of people buying at 4K. So I mean, to get down here, I don't know. I just maybe he goes down to 2,500 again, maybe. But I don't know if you have an extra couple $1,000 and he's like, you know what, I have enough Omi, I have enough, whatever. I want this partner statue. And let's say you want a bunch of other stuff. If the partner statue is like your dream, is like, hey, I never thought I'd be able to afford this, now I can. If that's your dream, and don't try to get cute and time and be like, oh, I think I can go down further. It depends what's right for you. What is going to hurt more? Is it going to hurt more if you buy it up here and it goes down $1,000? Or is that going to take up so much mental space in your head that like, oh, that $1,000? If it is, I don't know what to tell you, but or will it hurt more if you don't buy now and then it goes up and then you can't get it? Whatever hurts less, do that. And that's going to be different for everyone. For me, I would rather pay what it is now and then have it be cut in half because, well, at least I got it. Because it would kill me more if I didn't buy it and then it went up and then it's out of reach. Either I have to spend more money for it or it's just out of reach. But again, that's just me. Potsy Weber says, picked up a 2023 Model Y on the price drop. Picked it up yesterday. Congrats, Potsy Weber. You have full self-driving? You have full self-driving, right? Right? You better have full. If you do not have full self-driving, no. Really hope you do. Dead Rabbit says, hey there, Green Bay fan. Uh-oh, I'm a cowboy. Does he have any cowboy stuff? I don't think he does. And again, this is, dude's got everything. There's a door. I don't know. Oh, he has a Cowboys helmet over there. I don't know who it's signed by. It's signed by someone. I don't know who. But it is signed by someone. And then I guess a Browns helmet. It's got a Colts helmet, Ohio State helmet. Yeah. I don't know who. I'm so curious. I'll find out and get back to y'all. Darth Chaos says, hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. Milestone Ranch, what's going on? Says, first appearance disruptors. That they are. Friend says, I'm going to do whatever the F I want. I'm streaming in a mansion. In a really cool basement. Big A says, hey Randy, you've looked really healthy the past few streams. Did you finally clean up your eating? Congrats on whatever you're doing. Well, I think I shaved, so that really helps. Up until a few days ago, I was working out every day. I was eating better, not healthy. It wasn't like, grilled chicken, broccoli, egg. I wasn't eating as clean as I could. I wasn't perfect. I was just I was eating slightly better, and picking up on the workouts. I did, however, I did drink the other day. When I went on the private jet, not mine, of course. Although he did say that I could buy into it when OMI goes up. So, yeah, I'd like to own a few percent of a private jet. Get 1 or 2 free flights a year. Pretty dope. I had a few drinks, and I hadn't drank since my birthday. Because I got sick. I was in too much stuff. I drank too much. Anyway, yeah, and then I actually did work out a bit yesterday, but then I woke up like super sick. I was like, my throat was like gone. It was disgusting. I just, runny nose. I was like, oh man. And then when I took some of this like vitamin C in the packet thing, whatever, it just that made me like I was on the toilet for half the day. I was straight up not having a good time. But then I got better, and I went out to Best Buy and bought my friend a phone, and I was like, hey, listen, you need to put your stuff on from Bit4X to Trust Wallet, and he hasn't yet. He will tomorrow. Anyway, Mr. 100 Sets says, Randy, have you sold out to the man flying private jets, or are you at Davos? I mean, well, he's a friend. So, I mean, I don't know, like, so what do you mean by sold out? Like, I've like nothing to sell. Like, Dashi? Like, I mean, if he wanted Dashi, I'd be like, okay, you could rent Dashi for a couple of years, and then I'll buy Dashi back at like double the price, I would totally do that. We actually did been talking, like, there's another NFT project that I'm going to do called the Predator Project with Steve Cannon. Go to the Steve Cannon, my podcast about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. Steve Cannon has these beautiful, beautiful shots on his gallery, and we're gonna do. And he's never had like actual Predator, Nature is Metal type stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a Predator project come out, and you're just gonna be seeing wolves, and you're gonna see lions and polar bears, and it's gonna be awesome. There are going to be very limited amounts. He did say he would buy one. Now, be advised, guys, this is not for the faint of heart. All of his stuff sells for about 15 grand or more, like minimum. A lot of stuff sells for 30K and 50K. So, but we are going to do something where you're going to have a physical photo, and he typically makes 11 of them. He only, and those funds expeditions, those funds life, whatever. But for the NFTs, we might make a couple less to make them more scarce. So what we're gonna do is, he'll take the photos as normal, and you could do either one of two things. You could either pay for the photo, and then for 15K or however much we price it at. Again, it's not gonna be one of 11. It'll be more scarce, and then you'll get the NFT, or you could get the NFT, and then you could, once you get the NFT, you get the photo. So it's going to be one or the other. So you are getting two pretty much for the price of one. And I think what I'm going to try to ask him to do is say like, hey, if you pay an OMI, you get a discount. So I think that's what we would do. Again, most people that would buy his stuff would be in fiat, which is fine. And then we'll have it put into the contract that he'll get like, I don't know, 8% royalty, 10%, or maybe like 9% goes to him, 1% goes to like Best Friends Animal Society, or something like that. We haven't figured out all the details yet, but we're trying. We're trying. Bill Gardner says he is arresting Greta. I'm not arresting nobody. I mean, you can make citizens arrests. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can make a citizen's arrest. How do you do that? How do you go and make a citizen's arrest? I've never. Thirst Trap's trying to follow me on Twitter. Gotta deny those. Where's the block button? Where's the block button? Block. Oh, yeah, get that bread. I won't report. I'll just block. Gotta protect the virginity. All right, moving on. Lord of the Realm says, can I have that AJ Hawk jersey behind you? He signed it too, right? Well, he did sign it to my friend's son. So I don't. Yeah, that might take away the value a little bit. I don't think my friend would sell it. Also, I think it's my friend's son's. Lord of the Realms. Also, hi Randy. Oh, well, hello, Lord of the Realm. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing straight fire today. Bill Gardner says, I was in crypto way before NFTs. Yeah. I mean, most everyone that was in crypto was. Bill Gardner says, 38 partner statuses for sure. For show. Getting that for sure. Wealthy Junkies is 20, 30, 40. Oh, we're talking about... What are we talking about? We're talking about crypto or Ethereum having... I mean, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. Like, Ethereum could have like a $10 trillion market cap at some point. Bitcoin's definitely going to. Again, so few people are in this. Again, 360 million people. Or, I'm sorry, 320 million people. No, 360. 360 are in... No, 320 million people are in crypto. That is not a lot. That could triple. That could quadruple. That you could 6x that, and you'd still have you'd have less than one half of the population. It's ridiculous how few people are in. Yeah, you could 9x it and you'd have less than half. Yeah, I would say Bitcoin, both Bitcoin and Ethereum. Although I do believe that Ethereum will flip Bitcoin at some point because, most everything that's worth a lot of stuff is really being built on the Ethereum blockchain. I think that, I don't know when, both of them will get over $10 trillion market cap. And at some point, Ethereum will flip Bitcoin. I don't know when. It could be before, it could be after. But that's, again, not financial advice, just what I'm seeing. Bill Gardner says, I think next bull run, ETH will be 25K and Bitcoin 200K. Well, Bitcoin's definitely going over 100. ETH will definitely go over 10, in my opinion. Not financial advice, ever. Never brown-financial advice. I gotta get a new thing. Oh, fancy, you'll have... Yes, one day. One day we both will. There's so many... There's so many cute guys here, all couples. I was like, okay. What should I tell my friend to do? Like, steal them away. I'm a bad influence. Big A, so Secret Rare Miles, number 139 hold. Dude, Big A, that... I don't think anyone realizes how scarce that is. There are so few of those. Like, there are so few of those. And Miles, we had a... I don't know if I... Oh, is it on YouTube? Did I see it? Oh, I don't know where I saw this. Oh, maybe I retweeted it. Oh, dude, if I retweeted it, then I'm going to show you right now. I don't want to... Yeah, oh, no, you want an apartment. Okay. If I had retweeted this is going to be one of the... Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay, I think I have it in my search history for Instagram. It's some guy named Reggie Collects. And I don't... Oh, it's on Instagram. Okay, hold on. Maybe if I Google, it'll take me to the right Instagram account. Reggie Collects... Instagram. Okay. Oh, is this it? Is this it? Oh, yes, this is it. Okay. Here it is.
Morales is coming to the MCU, and I believe that we have our confirmation of this directly from Marvel.
I don't want to get demonetized from the music, so I won't. But basically, you see Marvel put out a whole bunch of stuff, and then all the stuff that they put out, it happens.
A trailer that establishes a connection between the MCU movies and the comics themselves. And in this trailer, they highlight several scenes that have played out on the big screen or are coming to the big screen, with one exception.
No. Get the music out of here.
Trailer, there is only one scene that has not played out in an MCU movie, and it is what you are seeing on screen right now. Sam Wilson as Captain America teaming up with Miles Morales. Get ready.
And that was the video. And I feel like... Hold on. Before I move forward, I'm going to go and have everyone smash that like button. Where is it? That is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks down below, super chats as well, and become a member because you love me. Oh wow. One mention. I'll visit. Aw. I will put one of those. I don't anymore, but I will in the future. I'm gonna be such a degenerate when Omi goes up. Yeah, Miles, like I said, in six figures. It'll be six figures next bull run. That's only a 5x from previous all-time high. Wait, a 5x for who? Oh, for Ethereum, yeah, going to 20, or going to 20,000. Yeah, give or take. Mr. 100 says Secret Rare, Spider-Man, Walt, Todd, the big three must have. Yeah, Todd is great, but Todd, I feel like Todd got up to like 14K last time, and people were paying 14K for him. I know people were paying 10K for him. I mean, it makes sense, because that was what, 3 ETH maybe. I mean, if ETH was like 4,500 around that time, and Todd was like 14 something, you have like 3.5 ETH, give or take. So, I mean that's nothing. 3 ETH is nothing to these people. Nothing. Moving on. My Collectibles says, good evening, great live stream. Oh, I thank you, My Collectibles. I try. Oh, Potsy Weber, you got full self-driving, and it's insane. I know. Dude, it's only going to get better. Potsy Weber, be advised that when you go to Atlantic City, or come back from Atlantic City, if you go, I'm sure you go there, right? Anyway, when you go there, the flashing yellow light that is meant to say like, hey, a toll's ahead, your car will think that it's a yellow light and it'll slow down. I'm just letting you know. There's 2 complaints I have about Tesla full self-driving right now. The flashing yellow light that lets you know a toll is coming. It thinks it's a yellow light, so it'll slow down. And the other thing is that when there's no clear markings on the road, like your car will not crash into another car. Other cars will crash into it, but your car will not. It will swerve out of the way. But what happens when there's no lines on the road, where it's all like worn and torn, and it's like, maybe the tackles aren't good in that area, whatever, it'll like drift. It, like, if there's nobody else on the road, it'll go in between lanes. It'll go because it doesn't know exactly where the lines are. Now that could have updated the last time since I've been in one, but those are the only 2 things that I have complaints about. Everything else, perfect. Like you wouldn't have to. You could probably go from your place to Atlantic City, and it would be relatively. You wouldn't have to touch the wheel all that often. Bill Garner says, Randy, if Omi goes to $1 this next run, like modern investors think, okay, sorry, I'll keep reading. You should start shopping for private islands to park your private jet. I did not fly here on my own private jet. I will buy into my friend's private jet, and if. But listen, what I actually might do in the next couple months, I have a couple friends going to Puerto Rico, and they're like, hey, we want to go to Puerto Rico to buy a place. You should come with us, and because they have a lot of Omi, and I was like, maybe I will, maybe I shall, and I mean, I'm not in a position where I should be buying. If I had an extra $30,000, $50,000, I'd buy a lot more Omi. I'd also buy a suit because I have 2 weddings this year, and I really don't. It's not that I don't want to go. I don't have the clothes. Okay. Anyway, private jet, but also the modern investor. I went over this in my not today's video, yesterday's video. It seems like he's under the impression that the burns from the reserve like really matter. Like he's under the impression that that's like one of the end all be alls, and I'd really like to talk to him, because it's great that is burning. Like I'll take it. It's cool, but the big thing about it is really burning from the circulating supply. So I'd really like to kind of go over that with him. He's never answered my messages yet. Anyway. Plus, that'll give me somewhere to park my yacht when I'm in the area. I'll keep you posted. I don't know if I would really, getting not a timeshare, but buying into a private jet where somebody else had bought it. For those of you that don't know, you have the private jet, sure. If none of you know how to fly, you need to pay a pilot. And for that pilot to be on call, you need to pay him like 180 grand a year. Like, buying into the jet's only part of it. So, buying a jet is only part of it. You need to, if you want a pilot on call, go at a moment's notice, you need to pay him like 180K a year. So, I don't think I'm going to buy a private jet of my own anytime soon. Give me $100 million, I don't think I'd do it. Give me $500 million and maybe. Just because I'd have other stuff to do and, businesses, whatever. And airports suck. Oh my God. My little taste of financial success, oh God. I never want to go back to airports. When you're out in the area, Marshall Mullen says today I suggested a modern investor do a podcast with you. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be super great. Thank you. I'm a Loki. I'll get to in the future. My friend, I sold an NFT that my friend really liked, and then she's like, "How dare you?" It's like Greta Thunberg. How dare you? And then she sent a Woody NFT or a Woody thing. It's like, after all we've been through. A GIF. Double C says, what is going on with the utility project? I don't know if I could say what the delays were. I'll just say there were delays, as with any project. They should hopefully launch their platform this quarter. They should probably do it this quarter. I'm just gonna lean back a little bit. Oh God, do a stretch. They should do that this quarter. If they do, great. If not, we'll get it next quarter, but it is coming along. Sleep In says Randy equals winning. Oh, why thank you, Sleep In. I love you so much, man. Babe. I posted a tweet before. I said we should normalize calling your bros babe, and I called Foster Hill to babe, and he liked it. So I don't think he was mad. I think he's just like, okay, take my you brown son of a gun. So Sleep In, I'm gonna call you babe from now on, if that's okay, and if it's not, they can't unbabe you. Kobe Collects says, let's go, Randy. Oh, well, thank you, Kobe, my man. Big A says, Randy, what other projects are you into right now? Hero had a nice drop today, and Palm has been doing some good comics. Today's excluded. I have Hero cards. I was part of the Hero holiday video where it's like, hey, everyone, thanks for letting me be a part of, the Hero community. That was really cool. I think Rob Stuff was in that. I think Some Girl Brittany was in that. Waza was in that, and a bunch of us, including Sparky, did a holiday stream for Hero where we opened packs and we had some giveaways, and then the video was just not usable. So I was like, the one time I'd make a lot of time for Hero and it's not being able to be used, which is it's nobody's fault, just happens. But yeah, I like Hero. I love Backhouse. Backhouse are great. Again, I don't care if when I buy one they say the next day we're ending utility. They could end utility for it and I'll still buy one just because they're cool, historical significance. I want one. The DC Palm one, I just, they have some really cool comics and they're dope. The comics that some of the comics that they've released are grails in the real world, in the real life, and if you're a Bat-Cow holder, sometimes you can get on the wait list and you can get like guaranteed reservation number for one of them. My friends are so silly. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, I guess you could do it to flip. I'd flip those and then, try to get money back and then buy more OMI. For the most part, it's honestly, guys, just OMI. And if I get more, great. If not, no big deal. But yes, glad to do it. Now I need to see if I can put a deal together for your mythic Aquaman. I don't have a mythic Aquaman, do I? Oh, he's talking to Kobe, who says Big A. Thanks again for the trade. JD Austria says, yo, Randy, what's up, JD Austria? Saying, how much do you think Miles will be? You said multiple six figures will be. I mean, six figures. I mean, there's so few of him that multiple six figures is possible. I mean, once you get, so if you're with a woman, and God, is that gonna be too inappropriate? I don't care. You know how when you're with a woman and then you help that woman achieve a happy time, okay? That's what we're gonna call it. You help that woman achieve a happy time. After you achieve the first happy time, it's easier for her to get a second happy time, and a third, and a fourth, and so on and so forth. So in that way, when talking about NFTs or worth of a project, the first 100,000 is the hardest. Then it's easier to get the second 100,000, and then the third, and so on and so forth. I probably could have just started with the first 100,000 is the hardest when you become a millionaire. Anyway, that was probably unneeded. But yeah, I would say once you get to 100,000, then it's like, okay, 120, 130, 150. These are all like you kind of expect it at that point, and then 200. Does it sell for that? I mean, it's possible that it gets up there, but it doesn't sell. Like maybe 120, 130, 150 happen, and then suddenly there's no sales between 150 and 200, but the next one listed at is 200, where you'd say, okay, well, if you want to get one, that's the price. What I have seen is some people, and they do it, saying like, oh, hey, the highest or the lowest on sale right now is up here, but the highest sale is down here. I'll be willing to pay over here above the last sale, and somebody just has to lower their price, and people do it. Like, yeah, I'll take it, record price point, because it's nice to say you have a record price point. It's nice. I had the record price point of paying for a trophy Kangaskhan, 80,000. And I still have the record price point for selling that trophy Kangaskhan, $279. Hoo-wah. Sergeant. Kobe Collects says, woo, woo. Energy. Hi, Energy. Wen says, woo, woo. What's up, Wen Supergirl? How's it going, fam? So you're silly, your butt. Ha, 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 ha. You so silly. Bill Gardner says, I think all it will take is a bull run and Disney to massively promote Veve, plus metaverse partnership. $1 for sure. Okay, so I want to be completely open and honest here. If we don't have any burns from the circulating supply, we would have to be a $300 billion market cap. I think that's too much. I think that is too much for OMI to have. Again, $1 for Veve, or for OMI to have, would have us at a 300, let's say 305, because there's 310 right now, but 5.5 billion are going to be burned when the liquidity gem pool comes out. So going on and saying that we're going to get to $1, that's $305 billion market cap. And I get it. While Doge went to 90 billion, last bull market, it did. But Doge had the most famous man in the world, the smartest man in the world, pumping it. Had Elon Musk go and be like, yeah, Doge to the moon, Doge memes and all that. Even getting a Shiba Inu dog. I don't think that's something that we're going to get. Now I will say that if we stay down here for another 5 months, 6 months, however long, the longer we stay down here, the better. And we go and we start burning from the circulating supply, it's very possible that we could burn 50 billion. We could burn, if we're down here for 12 months, we burn 100 billion. If we are down here when we have a land sale, like next year, Yeah, we'll burn 150 billion. And then, you know, getting $150 billion market cap for OMI is possible. You know, so then, you know, that would be $1. But I know when things correct, they overcorrect. So obviously I expect much past all-time highs. I don't know, 10 billion seems fine, but again, when I'm looking at things by market cap, most everyone is not. Most everyone, they don't look at market cap. They say, oh, yo, it's 3 zeros, and go to a penny. Oh, it's 3 cents, we can go to 10 cents. Oh, it's 10 cents, we can go to $1. You will have people buying in at 8 to 10 cents, thinking that it goes to $1, like in the next month. And fair point, because people will be like, yo, this is 100x. Now all it has to do is 10x. Yeah, you're right. At that point, it would have 100x, and all it had to do is do like another 11x, and then it gets to $1. And then, you know, when you have staking, you're going to have a lot of people locking their stuff up, especially if they're staking when it's only like under a penny or even at a penny. If we get staking this year, we'll probably be able to stake while it's under a penny. If we get a ton of people staking, when it goes to 10 cents, they're not just staking $40,000 worth. They're staking $400,000 worth. That's a lot. Because again, you're not allowed, not that you're not allowed to unstake. You can unstake, but it costs you 10%. If it goes from 1 cent, if you stake 40,000 OMI or $40,000 worth of OMI at 1 cent, and then it goes to 10 cents, and then you want to go and, you know, pull your stuff out, and it's not in that unstaking time, you have to light on fire 10% of that OMI. That's $40,000 that you have to light on fire. I don't know if people are going to do that. I mean, they can if they want. I would say we get in the tens of billions of dollars as far as market cap. You know, so we would need 3 billion to be at about a penny, right? You know, 30 billion, 10 cents, sure. You know, but that's without really any burns. You know, I think 10 cents is a pretty good marketplace for us. And that's before you get the FOMO in. That's before you get people chasing those green candles. How, you know, maybe people got smarter since the last bull market. And I mean, everyone here is, but all the new people that are going to come in, they're not. They're just going to see people making money. They're going to see people like me. Oh, he went all in. You know, now he's a millionaire. And then, you know, that's pretty much it. And then they'll hop in thinking they can do the same thing. And they might. It's possible, but, you know, moving on. Milestone Rant says, maybe you already talked about it. What are your thoughts on the Illazillas being released on OpenSea? Superstar Money is going to talk about that tomorrow, and they're going to be on, but I'll reference it here. If I have a deal with Veve, and I say, hey, I want to release Dashy NFTs, or, you know, these NFTs, whatever, and I want to release, you know, 150 of them, 150 Dashies at, you know, $50 a Dashie, you know, or release 200. Let's say I'll release 420 because that's funny. 420 Dashies at $50 a piece. Now, out of that, you know, they're going to keep 40. So it'd actually be 380 times $50 a piece. That is $19,000. I will probably get, you know, maybe a number 38 or 27 Dashie, you know, whatever. And then what would happen is out of that $19,000, I might get, I don't know, 20% of that. I might get $3,800. You know, like if they give me 20%, which they might do more. I don't know what it is. 50%, 40%, you know, whatever. Unless you're Disney, Marvel, or MGM, or now DC, you are not going to get paid on the secondary market. I don't care. Universal doesn't get it. Cartoon Network doesn't get it. So if Universal and Cartoon Network are not getting royalties on that contract, on the aftermarket, you can be damn sure that Randy Chavez is not going to get it. Because again, like if they're nice, but again, like David is nicer than I am, but when we're talking about business and talking about revenue for his company, then I think I think shark mode might turn on, which is fine. I'm not. I don't know if I would even ask for that. Maybe I would ask for that just so they could say no, just so I could go and be like, okay, well, he said no to this. How about this? So, and that's revenue that I wouldn't have had without Veve. And that's hundreds of thousands of other people now knowing who I am because of Veve. That's growing my audience. That's saying like, oh, people that now I could say I'm shoulder to shoulder with Disney. I'm shoulder to shoulder with Marvel. I'm shoulder to shoulder with Star Wars and James Bond. You know how few people and companies are able to say that? So all that in mind, again, nobody is going to force me or the Green Bay Packers. Nobody's going to force anyone to sign a contract with Veve. If you want to be on Veve, there's going to be things that you're going to have to accept, like no secondary fees, no royalties. And if that's something that you're not okay with, then you don't have to sign. If that's something that for whatever reason you think goes against principles and you want to stand up for your principles, more power to you. Totally into not doing things because of the norm and doing what goes against the grain of society, because that's what I've been about. I've always been a rebel, always had a problem with authority. But it seemed that what Illazillas had posted was that, and again, there's a couple of things that they had posted on their Discord, which was the number. A couple of the employees were supposed to get one of the 1s through 40s, which they eventually did. It was a little late, but they eventually did. And they had mentioned that the amount of money they got from Veve was, not. The amount of money they got from Veve was just small, and it's like, okay, well, I mean, I don't want to say it's free money because work had to go into it, but I mean, you wouldn't have gotten that money without Veve. And then, I just think that a lot more people know about your project now. I had no idea what Illazillas was. I don't know. I don't think superstar money. I don't. Maybe they knew about Illazillas beforehand. Maybe that's why they're getting them on the show. I don't. Comment down below if you knew what Illazillas was before Veve, because I didn't. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, maybe some of the money wasn't what you wanted, but again, you signed the contract. Yeah, I get it. It sucks that most NFTs on OpenSea or anything, you could put it in the contracts in the smart contracts that you get paid on every resale. Well, again, did either you didn't read the contract and signed it anyway, assuming that you were going to get the royalties, or you had just signed knowing that you wouldn't get royalties, and you're complaining about it afterwards, after you signed. Illazillas, from what I understand, are very cool people. They have a really cool following, and they've done a lot for the NFT space. And again, I'm only just hearing bits and pieces here. It's like when Bird Box came out and everyone was trying to figure out what the plot of the movie was without seeing the movie, just from the memes. So that be advised, I might only be getting 40 or 80% of the story, but it seems like a lot of the stuff that they were complaining about was stuff that they had either agreed to, or Veve was a little late on one or two things. But yeah. Anywho, where was I? Bill Gardner says, I watched CRO last bull run go from pennies to 95 cents like it was nothing, and it didn't have Disney. I mean, what was the market cap for CRO when it was at pennies, and what was it when it was at 95 cents? Because that does make... And again, when Crypto Rain... I think it was my podcast. It was the Around the Okomiverse roundtable with Jordan Riz, me, Crypto Rain, Dr. Stuff, Danny DeBull. I think Dan Lee was on there. Crypto Rain said it's possible it goes 1,000x. I was like, that's 80 cents, right? It's like, yep. And this is not the first time he said this. He's been on my channel, and he's been on Taps Trade's channel, saying that OMI could go to $1. And again, me knowing that market cap doesn't make sense, he's like, you're right, but when does anything ever make sense in crypto? I was like, it's a good point. It's a good point. So, yeah, and again, no other crypto has what we have. No other crypto has what we have going for it. So, pretty excited. But obviously, again, we need OMI utility and we need exchanges. I mean, you could have a bunch of OMI utility. Without exchanges, you're just not going to get the volume. You're just not going to get pumped. Without the exchanges, you're not going to catch any of these pumps. I have to go soon. Sorry. Alex says happy time. Yeah, happy time. Bogart says, honestly, I wouldn't buy a yacht though, but definitely a large apartment complex. Yeah, my friend wants an apartment complex as well. Or she wants an apartment in a complex. Let me see what she said. I don't want a mansion or a nice apartment. It's a beautiful view that I own and many, many trips. Aw. Big. JD Australia, that's a great analogy. Thank you. Mr. CRPT says, I have around 20 coins in my portfolio. OMI is the worst performer. Am I Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End? Because for now, I mean, worst performer for now. Also, I don't know when you bought in at the other coins times and when you bought in on OMI, so that could have an effect as well. But yeah, OMI's done like a 50x from its inception. It'll do a lot more. Omar said, oh no, I'm sorry. Bill Gardner says, I won't lock up OMI in staking past 2024 halving, sell it top, and buy back in 2026 bear market. That is possible. Possible we could do that. Omar says, I watched the film In the Spider-Verse, and Miles is awesome, and it focuses on the shoes many times. Ooh, that's a good point. It does. It is a good point. Yeah. I mean, I think the big bull run we're going to have is in 2025. We'll start in 2024, but... And I'll sell on the way up, too. I mean, like I said, I won't never sell under 100 million, but I'd likely keep a lot of my OMI. Like, I'll likely maybe sell 10 or 20 million. I mean, over the next bull market. I mean, would I sell... God, selling... I don't think I could sell 50 million. That's a lot. And then I wouldn't be able to sell anything ever until 2030, until we reach $1. But I'm not gonna lie, because again, we'll have another bear market, 2026, 27, whatever. And then Bitcoin halving 2028. I would like to... Yeah, I'd like to do what you do. Maybe sell a bit, and then buy more in the bear, and then, look up. Good times. Bill Gardner says, who's going for Orb tomorrow? I gotta get at least one. I am. I will. Bill Gardner says, right, sometimes FOMO outweighs market cap. It does. Gene says, in Q2, a new exchange will be beneficial. I really, I don't know when we get one, man. I'm hoping this. I mean, the ones that we get, if we're KuCoin, we're cracking. We'll get a little bit of a pump. It'll come right back down, and then it'll rise slowly again. But honestly, yeah. So we need exchanges, Kraken maybe, Crypto.com, KuCoin, like these. Maybe not even Crypto.com. Maybe just Kraken and KuCoin. And then once you do that, we'll have more volume. We might have a couple million a day, and then we'll get it's possible we save it till next year. Coinbase and Binance, but can we get one of them the end of this year? I don't know. Maybe that's my hope. We'll see. Omar says OMI is great and bought at 00091 today. Nice. Gene says, do you think OMI will drop to these low levels in the next bear market? I don't think so, hence being a deflationary token. No. If OMI goes to 20 cents in the bull, I could picture it going down to 2 to 4 cents in the bear. Maybe 5 cents. I don't know. Mr. 100 says, as most people only buy on big exchanges. I told a friend, I've always said Coin was on Coinbit. Yeah, agreed. There's a lot of people that refuse to get another exchange. Yeah, I understand that. I see that. Laura says, you can always buy it back, Randy. I watched my Cardano go from 17 cents to $3 and all the way back down and thought, why didn't I sell? Oh, yeah, same. Omar says, depends on today. If the Fed made a deal to do something with the interest because last month retailers missed their expectations. The producer price index came out pretty well. Yesterday, I put that in my video today. I'm happy about that. I think it's pretty bullish. Milestone Rand says, went ahead and bought 91 ultra rare Illazillas because I'm a glutton for punishment. FUD makes me spendy. I mean, they're going to release those same things on OpenSea, which I think is really crappy to do. You know, you're kind of like crapping on the shoes of the Veve holders. But, you know, it's their IP. They can do what they want. I don't think they'll ever be able to release anything on Veve again, but, you know. Yeah. And the hero says, Veve is great. The devs are potatoes. I mean, have you met the devs? Have you ever spent time with the devs? Do you talk to the devs? Do they call you at home? Like, I know it's a pretty big claim to make, and knowing that you probably haven't talked to them. So, yeah. Andrea Gray says, I think it's the Wolf of Wall Street. 1 year reminder today or yesterday. I forgot. Wolf of Wall Street? 1 year reminder? We're supposed to have a common Groot giveaway with Foster. But the transfers are off now, so it's got to be delayed until transfers are back on. Yeah. Empty Heroes have seen their work. I don't need to talk to them. Just look at the search bar. I mean, if you're really good at, you know, coding and doing whatever, being a developer, put in an application with Veve, and if they like your qualifications, they'll hire you. If not, then no. Andre guys, my phone just started beeping it. LOL. Yeah, that might have been it wasn't a Wolf of Wall Street. It was a Groot giveaway, common Groot giveaway that we were gonna do, but again, transfers are off, so we have to delay it until we get some form of transfers back. I don't know how far away this airport is. My friend's gonna come back soon. Yeah. Anywho, I do have to bounce. Thank you for being with me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I've lost more features than we gained. We have not. I love you, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye, guys. Meow.